of a shock, but also maybe not so much a surprise given, what we've seen out there just in terms of some oversupply in the athletic wear industry and the bankruptcies like Sports Authority. So, I think we are, based on their guidance, going to see slower growth over the next year as we kind of work through some North America issues, but we are still seeing international growth over 50%. And then also footwear, which I think was expected to be light, was still very strong, over 30%. And so I think those are really the two growth platforms that we're going to start to see take hold over the next several years.
I guess that's my question is why is this such a shock to Wall Street? When you look at the retail environment, you look at what's happened, you look at the company itself, even offering some slower guidance growth that they gave back in October of last year. Why did this come as such a stunning surprise?
Yeah, still the 11% growth this quarter was well below their guidance of 20%. So I think it's probably just the initial shock. But, going forward, I do think guidance will prove conservative. If they're still growing international over 50% next year, that's going to add almost half of that 11% growth. And so I think they can easily make up the rest of it with North America footwear and other categories that they're going into, such as outdoors.
The other announcement wrapped in with this is that the CFO is going to be leaving for personal reasons, although the announcement does say that the CFO is sticking around to offer guidance in this transition period. And that's not usually something you hear if there's any untoward behavior that's gone on.
Yes, that was a bit of a surprise. He just recently came on board and was well liked by the street, but sounds like, leaving on mutual terms. And, we don't know the full story behind it, but it sounds like leaving for personal reasons. But, good to hear he's sticking around in more of an advisory capacity for some time.
What do you think about the stock here? I mean, if you think that it is, the company is going to be able to rough things out over the long haul, what do you do with the stock when it's trading at $21?
Yes, I still think this is one that you want to own for the long term. I like it over Nike. I think it's one that, is still going to have double-digit top-line growth, which is very hard to find these days out there in retail or apparel. And I think as we kind of get through some tough issues in the North America industry, I think it's going to come out a winner. And at only $5 billion in revenue right now versus $33 billion for Nike, I think there's still a long runway of growth for them.
Well, you must think it's a bargain basement price at this level.
Yes. Definitely at these prices, pre-market that it's trading could be a good buying opportunity for the long term.